Hello and welcome to a very, very special World SBK feature. We're taking you back to the last millennium for a real duel. At the time, it was the closest finish of all time. We didn't know how big and significant this race would be. I have a privilege of being joined by the four-time World Superbike champion and all-time legend, king of the track, king of the jungle, Carl Fogarty. Welcome. We're going through Monza 1999, race 2. Just briefly, what's your first memories of hearing them words, Monza 99, race 2?
I'm always a big fan of Monza. Had some great races there, some great wins there over the years. Obviously, I won the first race. I was pretty pumped up for the second race, being on the second row as well, which was pretty normal for me, I guess. I wasn't the best in qualifying. Certainly the one lap qualifying we had back in my day. I wasn't a big fan of it at all, but after winning the first race, I was definitely fired up to win the second one as well.
This is Ducati's home track. You're lining up there. I think you actually took sixth in qualifying, but Aaron Slight had some sort of problem at the start of race 2. You've got Colin on pole, Colin Edwards on pole, number 11, Troy Corsi, your teammate second, home hero Pier Francesco Keeley third, number 7, and number 4, Akira Yanagawa. Then it's yourself next to Noriyuki Haga. We're about to get underway. Green flag at the back. What a race this turned out to be. We're going to see it all unfold. I'm going to get your thoughts on it during the throughout the whole race. Off we go. Not a bad start, Carl. Off down to turn 1. The old chicane, of course, back then at Monza.
Yeah, I was pretty good at starts, and I usually make it a really good first turn, get really aggressive first go. Then I go from second row, 5th, or 6th, or what I say, straight into second place. I always can sense a bit of danger in me straight away at Monza. I don't want anyone to get away. If anybody wants to get away, it wants to be me that's getting away. And having won the first race, I'm straight on Troy's tail. And I think I get past him in the next chicane. I'm sure at the inside, and just try to get my head down, really, and just concentrate on the next few laps of the race.
Already at the front, so now you're in the lead. You've got your teammate Troy behind you. What's going through your mind now? Are you straight away trying to break them, trying to get away, or are you playing like a tyre conservation game?
No, I was definitely even there. I'm quite over to the inside a bit of the track, trying to break the toe, but usually quite steady on the first lap. Making sure everything just bedded in nicely, the tyres and stuff. Through the Ascari chicane, I was always very quick there. You'll see through the race. I think I pull a little bit of gap through the Ascari. On this particular day, I seemed to be very fast through the chicane more than the other guys were. So I was pretty confident I was going to win this race, really, even though I was always a bit worried about the top speed of the Hondas at this circuit. But this year we were there in 99. The top speed advantage was only 1 or 2 mile an hour. In previous years, it was like 10 mile an hour, which we'd no chance in sort of like 97, 98. But this year we weren't far off at all, as obviously the first race proved.
Did you feel the pressure of racing for Ducati at home in Monza? You've done it numerous times, but this was you're on for the double effectively, as Colin goes past you and just decides to ruin all that plan.
Yeah, well, he comes through here, he holds him up. See how slow he is through the chicane there? Is that slow that Haga gets past as well? It's something that kind of became, familiar to me throughout the race, thinking, these guys are holding me up here, get out of the way, but I couldn't. I was trying to make the break and get away like I did in the first race, but I couldn't do. But I came straight back at Haga because I didn't, and that's the last time I saw Haga. I think I remember this race. I don't think I saw him again. Not sure who that guy is.
Yeah, back marker going down, but back ahead, you're in second place now across the line. Troy leading. Bit of a gap there forming, I've got to say.
Yeah.
A little bit unsure, aren't you? You were the one wanting to make the break, but now
yeah, I was. Yeah, I didn't know. It's such a long time ago. I can't remember even Troy leading this race, to be honest. All I remember is me and Colin on the last sort of lap or two. But I've got back on his tail now, obviously, and I'm just saying his slipstream, and I'm guessing I'll probably pull out his slipstream here and just go through maybe on the brakes at the end of the straight. But at this point, I'm trying to get my head down really and get to the front and think about breaking away. That's the first part of the race, maybe the first half of the race. I'm thinking about getting away like I did in race 1, like I've done in previous years. Obviously, it wasn't to be in this one, but yeah, I was riding well that weekend. I didn't qualify that well, like I said, but I was riding really, really well. I won the first race, so I was obviously really pumped up and wanting to win the second race on home soil for Ducati, like, as you say.
Who is your main rival, do you think, in this race? Who did you know coming in? And you'd been in race 1, you'd been in a similar situation. Who was the one rider who stood out and thought that's a danger threat?
It's Colin, really, on the Honda. I mean, the previous week, if I remember rightly, was Albacete, and I was expected to win both races there because it was a tight, twisty kind of go-kart track, and I didn't do. And Honda was supposed to win here, so it was a funny one, really. But he was my main concern. Here, I've got a bit of a gap, which I'm surprised for me at Monza. Looking at that, I'm like, once I broke away, I usually put the hammer down because I was carrying so much good corner speed throughout the Parabolica and the Ascari and the chicanes. I thought I would have broke away. When I look at that size, that gap now, I didn't realise. I've never seen this race before in my life, so I didn't realise how big a gap I did have at one point, which is, I guess, halfway through the race, really. And here comes Killy to join the party as well.
Keely coming through like he always does at Monza. Was he a threat? Was he in the back of your mind? Keely could pull one out the bag here?
Keely is always strong at Monza. He always has very fast bikes, so he has this position he gets himself in. He can slipstream and have top speed more than anybody else can. No matter what bike he was on, he always seemed to be very, very fast at Monza. Obviously a local hero as well. So, yeah, he beat me there, I think, in 96 in one of the races, and in 95 when my engine went on the last lap in 95, yeah. But it was a threat, but I was more worried about Colin the Honda getting away at this point, for sure.
Could you tell when you was racing there if the crowd was divided? Was it more partisan towards Pier Francesco, or were they all for the Ducati win? Could you tell, or was there no difference?
I couldn't really tell, to be honest. I wasn't really aware of it. Obviously, I'm focused in this bubble of trying to win this race sort of thing, and I've no idea what's going on the outside, really. Yeah, but obviously you're thinking Italian on home soil, and Frankie was quite a popular guy anyway. I think he would probably have the edge with the fans. I think they would probably want him to win more. I'm guessing, even though he's not on a Ducati, I'm sure.
What's Colin's game plan here? You're sandwiched between, you could be being attacked by Keely from behind, you're chasing Edwards out in front. What do you think his game plan is? To try and back you down?
Well, he's probably trying to get away, but he didn't seem that fast in the corners like you see here. Now he's, I'm kind of going through the Ascari, and he's kind of holding up a little bit, to be honest. And that was the theme throughout. I'm right on his back tail there, but there's not much I can do against a Honda. Really. I can get in the slipstream and hang on to him. If I pull out, I can't really pass unless I'm really late on the brakes. And at this point, I'll have a look there maybe at the outside, but that's never going to work. The killer's getting a bit closer. But yeah, I'm probably just thinking at this stage now, I'm probably not going to get away. It's going to have to look at a plan B to be on the right place on the last lap, really. But here again, slipstream in the Honda. Look at pulling out now. I've got to get it just right because of the speed advantage that Honda had. I've got it probably right here. I'm pretty sure maybe get through on the brakes, maybe not. What's up with me? Bit of a pussy down the brakes, wasn't it?
Pierre Francesco's closing up there as well, so you've got to be a bit careful not to attack too much and leave yourself vulnerable, of course, in the next sequence.
Yeah, we both had a quick look around though, so I've looked around there and probably for the first time realised it's Killy behind. There's nobody else involved in this scrap now. Cause you kind of want to know who's going to be involved in this fight on the last lap, really, and where to be. I've gone back on the brakes there, and the chicane, like I said before, really, I'm running fast through the chicane, make a bit of a mess coming out. I think Colin maybe trying to get back underneath. I brake a bit later for this one, ran the Lesmore 1 and Lesmore 2, and again, I'm carrying good corners. We look at the gap I pulled there straight away on through the corners. So I was sensing this in the race when I was behind these two guys, well, behind Colin. I'm thinking, oh, I'm faster than you through the corners and the chicanes, and it kind of made me think, I have to win this race, you know what I mean? Because I'm the faster guy. I might not be on the faster bike, but I really want to win this race because of the way I'm riding through the corners and stuff. I'm riding really, really well. Yeah, but here we go. Through the start and finish again. Top speed of the Honda. This time he didn't really pull out, and Killy has a look, I guess, and he go through. Yeah. Who's Italian?
They can hear the crowd.
I can't hear him, but I'm sure they're going mad.
You've got almost like a choice here. You've got Frankie or you've got Colin. Who would you prefer to be in a last lap fight with?
Good question. Not really. They're both tough. I mean, any rider on the last lap is going to be very aggressive and very, very tough. But I'd probably rather be with Frankie, I guess. I think maybe, but I mean, having said that, on home soil in Monza, no, probably Colin actually. But yeah, and I mean, the Italians own backyard here, Achilles, I guess. So yeah, he's going to push really hard on the last lap, which I guess he does do. I can't remember now on the last lap where Achilles was actually. I guess we're about to find out very soon.
Obviously, you've got a bit of needle with Pier Francesco from the season before. Is that playing with your mind, or are you just out to beat him fair and square and show him a good ride round Monza at home?
No, by this stage, we kissed and made up. He was all right, but that's all good. And again, I've gone through this Ascari very, very quick and trying to break the toe of these two, really. probably realising in my head now that I'm probably not going to do it at this late stage. It's just probably back of my mind thinking, you know, what's going to happen on the last lap. I either want to lead starting the last lap and get my head down trying to win it from the front, or if I'm not, then I want to be in second place, kind of coming out the Ascari. I'll probably be thinking, you know.
Not long left, so both Keely and Colin have got to make an attack somewhere. Where are you expecting them to attack? Into turn one, into the
yeah. It's normally into turn one on the brakes. You slipstreaming, you know, through the start and finish, and then on the brakes into turn one is a favourite place for most people. But I felt pretty good at Monza in a few places. We've seen it obviously at the end of the straight, like I've just said, and at the exit of this turn, the fast turn, I can't remember. They were going into the first chicane. I was always pretty good on the brakes here. Which having said
so was Colin.
So was Colin, yeah. I was always pretty good then, fast with them chicanes, and so I could always pass the Ermi as well. But them's the two favourite places for me. The end of the start, finish straight into first chicane, and then the next chicane. After that, it was down to the last corner really, and being in the right kind of place. Yeah,
it was a bit different in 1999 in comparison to other years at Monza. This was the new start and finish position. It'd been dragged right back up the track, nearer to the parabolic. Is that going through your mind as well, to get this tactically right, as well as actually being in the right position as well?
Yeah, I wish they'd moved the start line 3 years earlier. They won a few more races. I remember passing both Honda riders, John Kaczynski and Aaron Slight, into the last corner, into Parabolica.
97.
In 97, yeah. And then on the run up here now to start and finish straight, they both came past me and ended up finishing third. And you can imagine how happy I was on the rostrum, having led into the last corner. The two Hondas come flying past and beat me. We're at final lap now, so Colin outbreaks me into turn one. So I guess I'm thinking now, just would I want to get past him? And I think, if I remember rightly, I remember coming to the next chicane where I said I'm pretty good on the brakes and fast through the chicane. And I think I hold back a little bit. I think about going up the inside here. Maybe weave a little bit going on the brakes, and I hold back if I remember rightly. Yeah, I do. And I bet make a bit of a mess, or Killy makes a mess. Something happens here. And, it's me that makes a mess. So Killy gets alongside me. I'm thinking, whoa, can't have that. And I'm really desperate to get back underneath him very quick, and I do so. I think here, I just get on the gas and get the corner speed and get out. And I'm really nervous now that Colin's got a bit of a gap, you know. So I was pretty quick around the second Lesmore. And on this, I mean, you can see the gap now. I've got to try and pull back, thinking, oh my God, this could be a bit too much of a gap to pull back now, you know. But I know I'm really, really fast through Parabolic. Sorry, not Parabolic. What's it? The Ascari. Yeah. And I think this is the fastest I ever go through Ascari. Like left, right, left. And just look how much gap I pulled already on Killy. He was right behind me. I've come out there. I nearly pulled half a second in one chicane. I got right on the tail now of Colin. He's weaving around all over the place. I'm thinking, what do? Pass him on the brakes? No, if I do, I'm going to leave it too late and I'll run wide. I'll just stay behind him. I know I'm carrying more corner speed in the corners. So I'll just run through the mid-corner, which I start now, my mid-corner speed and the angle that I was carrying, and it'll come around the outside, just get the rear end of his rear tyre, the slipstream, pull out at the right time, see the line, and think, yes, I've got it. I look across to Colin, and Colin's going, I don't know, man. He shrugged his shoulders. And I'm thinking, I'm not 100% certain, but I think I've got that. I'm sure I've got it. So I'm looking now to the marshal and going, look, mate, first a second, you know, where am I? You can see me gesturing to him, and he puts up two like that to me. And I'm like, what? Absolutely no way. So I'm a bit annoyed here now, really annoyed, thinking, I'm sure I won that race. I'm sure I did, you know. Having just lost out on one of them kind of races at the beginning of the year in Australia by the same distance, having thought I'd won it, I thought, this time I've got it, surely. I thought I won it last time in Australia, but I don't know why my time didn't come up. So they said Collins won the race, and I thought, well, fair enough. It's been a great race.
And then it turned out that he hadn't won the race, and in fact, it was...
Yeah, and I don't know what happened with the time. And at this stage, I'm not aware. Then I hear the crowd make this almighty roar. And I'm thinking, what's all that about? What's going on there, you know? And it's not until I come into the pits that all my team are running down towards me, and my wife are jumping me down and going, you got it, he's number one, because obviously they could see my body language going around thinking, he doesn't know he's won. And here we are now. I just realised that I've won, and I was sort of pleased to get that. Absolutely great.
And then, Colin's just...
I'm just saying to Colin, it was good. But yeah, I was riding well that day. I was riding good through the turns. I was carrying so much more corner speed than the other guys, and I felt like I needed to win that race. When you know you're the fastest guy out there, you've got to win the race, whether your bike's the fastest or not, And Colin made a little mistake, actually. Don't quite show it on the camera angle there, but as he's coming out the last corner and I'm catching, he loses the rear a little bit. And that helps me more. And I just get on around the back wheel and pull out just over the line. Had it been the old start and finish, and we'd have carried on like that, I think the Honda would have pulled away, and I think it would have won, to be honest. But lucky for me, we got the start line moved. Someone moved the start line. I don't know why the start line got moved. I've never been explained as to what the reason why that is, but it suited me, that's for certain.
No idea why. Coming to the end of this, Carl, very quickly, that's got to be in the top 3 of your greatest wins.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of competition.
Yeah, there's quite a few there, I guess. Yeah, but yeah, when you win a race like that, on the last corner, you win a race, the last lap, they always feel better. They always feel special. They always feel more emotional. You're more pumped up when you win them kind of races, I guess. Yeah.
Carl Fogarty, thank you for talking us through the highlights of that race, especially the last lap. It has been an absolute joy, and once again, congratulations.
Pleasure, mate. Cheers for that.